In this video, we will circle mill the center hole as well as chamfer the part. Circle mill toolpath is used to mill circular pockets based on a single point. Mastercam will pocket out a circular area of the diameter and to a depth that you specify. After milling the center of the circle, Mastercam calculates an entry arc before approaching the perimeter and then a similar exit arc. You can add enhancements such as multiple passes, multiple depth cuts, and helical plunge moves, as well as fine-tuning and entry and exit arcs. From here, select Tool Paths, Circle Path, Circle Mill. When the drill point selection dialog box appears, choose the Entities button. Select the following arc as shown. Once complete, select the OK button. Now, select the circle mill and from the tree view list, choose Tool. Select the 3/16 flat end mill and input the following comment as shown. Now, select the cut parameters. Ensure that the parameters appear as shown. However, change the amount of stock to leave on both the walls and floors to equal 0. Once the parameters have been changed, select Roughing. Make sure that roughing is disabled. You can now select Finishing. From here, enable Finishing. Also, enable Finish, input a number value of 1 with a spacing of 0.0625. As well, enable all depths. Once complete, select the linking parameters. Enable clearance and input an absolute value of 1. Ensure that retract is enabled with an absolute value of 0.25. Ensure that the feed plane is an incremental value of 0.1 and that the top of stock is set to incremental 0. Finally, change the depth to a value of negative 0.25 incremental. Once the parameters have been adjusted, select the OK button to generate the toolpath. Now we will backplot and verify the part to ensure that the tool motion is correct. Select the backplot icon. Ensure that tool and workpiece are enabled, and then select the Play Simulation button. Your toolpath will appear as shown. You can now exit backplot. We will now verify the part. Select all of the operations and click the Verify icon. Ensure that tool, stock, and workpiece are enabled. Also, select the isometric view and fit icon. Now press the Play Simulation button. Your part will appear as shown. You can now exit Verify. Next, we will chamfer the part. Contour chamfer toolpath automatically cuts a chamfer around a contour using a chamfer mill. Select Toolpaths, Contour. When the chaining dialog box appears, leave the default settings. Now, select the following chains and ensure that the chaining direction is counterclockwise. Once complete, select the OK button to exit the chaining dialog box. From the Toolpath page, select Contour, then choose Tool from the Tree View list. Click on Select Library Tool and then the Filter button. Under Tool Types, select the None button and then choose the chamfer mill icon as shown. Also, for the tool diameter, ensure that it is equal to 0.25. Once complete, select the OK button to exit the Tool List Filter dialog box. You will now see the 1/4 inch chamfer mill. Select this tool and choose the OK button. Your tool will appear as shown. Now, input the following comment. Once complete, select the cut parameters. From here, change the contour type to 2D chamfer and make the following changes as shown. Also, make sure that the amount to leave on both the stock and walls is set to 0. I will now take a brief moment to explain a few of these parameters. 2D chamfer cuts chamfers around a contour. Width sets the chamfer width. Mastercam measures the width from the chain geometry adjusted by the cut depths defined on the linking parameters page. Tip offset is an amount to ensure that the tip of the tool clears the bottom of the chamfer. Once the parameters have been adjusted, select the lead in, lead out. Now, make the following changes as shown. Once the changes have been made, select the linking parameters. Ensure that the top of stock is set to 0 and that the depth is set to 0 incremental. You can now select the OK button to generate the toolpath. We will now backplot and verify the part to ensure that the tool motion is correct. Choose the backplot icon. Ensure that Tool and Workpiece are enabled and select the Play Simulation button. Your toolpath will appear as shown. You can now exit backplot. From here, select all of the operations and verify your part. Your part will appear as shown. You can now exit Verify.